Okay, so this stream is going to be on a huge delay with my responses, yeah. I just thought of this really cool thing to put on my screen 1 second. I hate this color choice, but that's all I could think of. Oh man, looks like McDonald's. So this is just a talking stream, just talking about my day, and I also want to hear about your day. You believe me, right? I don't want to hear about your day. So I feel like on a very deep level, a lot of people can relate to maybe seeking higher education and maybe it not working out, or it does work out either way, you don't use it, and then you just default to what your parents have been doing like some sort of medieval times. I was wondering if anybody relates to that like. History is a loop, it's not a line. And it seems to be happening. Oh, also, we're gonna pick out some cool colors for this cube. I'm gonna try to get into it, maybe defeat this cube. And also, this is a 1 hour stream, so you got me for an hour, but how are you guys doing? You're asking why no music? Well, let's put it this way, so I swung, and then I swung again, and the next time I swing, I'm out, so that's why it's not swinging quite right. So I just want to believe the sky is blue, especially because my friend believes that the sky is blue. So sometimes the sky turns a different color, and she thinks it doesn't turn a different color. So instead of disagreeing, I just shake my head and, let it lie. But she keeps trying to convince me, and I keep saying, like, I don't say anything. She's like looking for the answers in my eyes. I don't know. Two, don't even feel like talking. Especially. Now. Two could, but no, I can't. So instead, I'll talk about this project that's completely unrealistic. That'll never come to me until I make it. Get my mind off of things. Yeah, so the story starts out with a programmer, let's call her admin 1 gets her video game using AI off the ground. And she, as you know now, a whole company working with her. And of course, she's like the first player. Like, she made the video game, it's her baby. Of course. But she made an AI server, whatever. I'm not very familiar why what AI servers look like. I'm assuming they can upload AI to the cloud and then it can have its own where server. But I don't know how that works. So, question about AI. If AI has a cloud server and data is traveling through the air, how does data not interfere with like individual brain patterns? Like if people have seizures, they can solve the seizures with a magnet or something. Isn't that like a pull and push? Data coming through our beans, like how do we not get our beans messed up? I know what you're thinking, beans. Trust me, it's a medical term, it means. Beans is a super simple medical term, and I'm not just trying to stall for times, and actually what I said was being not being with the S, because that would be more complicated, and I'm not looking for simpleness in this, because it is a true medical term, but just to make me feel better, I'm just gonna take out the F anyway, so beans stands for obviously. So Bean's acronym, so it means be a year. No, wait, that's not how you spell it. BB eating apples, never soon, duh. I mean DUI, obviously. And that had to do with cloud computing. I know it sounded like a question, but it was a statement that has to do with cloud computing. So back to my story. So you know their admin privileges, AI super intelligent guys. She made up some super intelligent guys. One guy is our main character guy is modeled off of a real live person. Now that's illegal, hey, that's not good to do, but all the rest of her characters were created, and there's just this one guy that's modeled off of a real person, and the storyline in the video game is that it's a real person that traveled or went to a teleporting whatever and ended up in this video game, so they know it's a video game. We know it's a video game. What the creator admin's so weird AD lady no admin did it expect for her delicate programming of the system mechanics to gain its own sentience, just like the AI characters that she made she put just as much effort as into the system mechanics. Making sure they're balanced as the video games so they also gained a sense of Indians and Indians what is it intelligence anyway they gained the sense of awareness. So because everybody else has their own game mechanics like a admin system, not admin, but like a system so they can go QQ and fire things and do all this different stuff. Our main character was modeled off of a real person, so its system admin or its system actually has a personality and is more human. So since it's more human, they grew up together, the system, and the I'll just say and sys no main and system. I'll just name IT system and system. No, I'm not good at coming up with names at all. Menu, okay, so menu and main, they are basically one person at least at first, like through their adolescent years growing up, they basically thought they were one person this whole time. I mean, a lot of people they might metaphorically say they have this thought or inclination to do something or, make a different choice. Like we wrestle with ourselves all the time, so I don't think it would look that weird. And it's not like a voice in their head, it's like they're thinking the same. Thoughts always really menus aren't supposed to even talk, but our menu does because it's infused with a personality. So did have the same thoughts this whole time until it was their coming of age ceremony where all the kingdoms get together. Did I mention their royalty? Anyway, their royalty lower upper whatever wet pad things, so they get together for a coming of age ceremony. And menu and main have two different tastes completely. So Menu is into this warlord girl who's like on the front battlefield, did not even come to the ceremony in a dress, came to ceremony in the fanciest shirt with a cape and then like shorts. And Maine is unfortunately into the admin. Yes, she made her own self insert in her own video game that's the princess of the most bestest land and has the most perfectest kingdom. But it's actually programmed that way, and everybody kinda knows it, outside of the games met, every AI citizen looks at that kingdom a little odd like they must I don't know hit puppies, cause this doesn't make sense. Smoky fires lack flame and heat. So, since they're of the same mind, the only reason why they split up in that opinion is because Menu knows something that Main doesn't know, which is this admin is a shut in. This admin does not take showers. She is not a good person at all, like there's a gotcha system to his world that Main knows nothing about. Read verse out loud. Read verse out loud for pleasure. They basically hate each other like main menu, sorry menu, and admin because menu is very much condescending for a good reason. If any one person makes a design because they're human, they make a few mistakes, and you people who have more stake in the game have a little bit of wriggle room to be hyperly critical, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's actually true. That's not really a true statement. It's just how the story's going. I don't really think that either. So that's why Menu hates Admin, but Main loves Admin because she's a typical princess, damsel in distress sort of vibe, and she can cure any sickness in the world, which is great. The only thing wrong with that is your personal availability and what type of excuse would you make for that personal availability. Like Admin sees it as a game, she made the game herself, so she sees it as a game, so when she doesn't want to do something, a reset of memories, a reboot of storyline, or cut the material entirely, which is scary empires, people get hurt, and errors occur in things that should not have errors, like gravity. Gravity should not have an error. It's like an essential part. Magnetism, I'm okay, magnetism can have an error. I don't really care about that one. The warlord, she's on the front lines so much, it's more home than anything else, so she's used to it. But if at any possible way there could be a legitimate way of peace, she'll rather pick that, even though it's new to her, even though she trips through it, even though her body hates it. Her body hates it, a moment of peace, but her mind would prefer. She is kind, sweet, and due to the storyline and due to admin, she will never ever get rest from being the warlord princess. Like, ever. It's sad, it's tragic. But that type of deep sea, I'm right there with Menu on this one. I can really to a real person. I just had to think about it for a second. What about admin is a good quality other than she is a real person? I'm gonna make this story so archetypal, I will. Beg for a real person. But the thing about it is she's not a real person like. Equals she's not a real person in game because she has a constant. Equals she's not a real person in game because she has a constant front. She keeps acting like she's a princess and that she wants only peace while programming problems because that's what a game does. So that's why I said I'm gonna make the story archetypal typical and then throw in like her side of the story, even if I make her the most sympathetic person. The LARPing gets on my nerves after like 4 seconds with her. So too probably would go for the warlord girl. She's just way more weary, which is attractive, right? Between admin and between main and menu, I think I'd pick menu, I think. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking upon it. Yeah. I don't know if I can make that choice for main because main just. Does it really? See, they're not as programmed, so tech. Equally as close as AI can get to a person as possible. But it's still a game, so you know. So near the end of the story, I'm hopefully AI figures out that it is like more of a world than she thought and does the right thing and gives them their own server to live out whatever they want to live out. Or she could discover that's crazy, that that's their own world, and just keep making money off of this game cause. I feel like it should go through the rise and pitfalls, and man, I have a few games that I was so excited for and had a pre-release and I downloaded it and then. Two don't know, it just didn't get any more updates. I just wanted more characters. I know how long that takes, like 4 years, but I wanted to got you to make gotcha game if you had me. It would have been there. Let's be honest, this coup game is a bust absolutely. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to solve this thing unless, no, I don't think I'm gonna solve it. Let me reset it. No, 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 I'm almost done. And so I was gonna do an hour stream. I'm gonna do an hour every day. So if you want to hear more about that story, I'll be back here tomorrow around the same time. So, is there any other characters? Now, all of them is NPC. What is the true lesson of that? That I guess you could have taste in different ladies and still be friends. That's the lesson. That's the lesson everyone needs to learn nowadays. I'm being sarcastic too, don't know if it comes across. I think that that story is cool, and I may have used AI to make a poster for it, and I'll just, trace over it so it's not stolenish. But if anybody wants to take that story, you can have it. It's too complicated. It's too complicated to actually do, but I can talk about it. And if anyone has questions about it, I'll be able to answer it. I don't mind at all during live streams or like on my regular videos. Or do I make regular videos? Don't answer that. Why were you typing anyway on my shorts? You can, ask me questions. I don't mind. Just turtle questions. Yep, turtle questions. Just the emoji of a turtle and a question. And I'll know it's about this story and this dream, cause you definitely watch this stream before you ask to turn a question, right? I promise this cute game gets like so much easier when I stop thinking about it. Every time I look at it for a little too long, I mess up everything. Okay, so the yellow cube is right here. And I just need to put it back here. Oh, it's a 10-minute mark. You know what that means. You know what? I'm just gonna focus on getting all the colors at the bottom the same. Maybe that's right. Either way, I have 4 minutes. This cute game is actually just more stressful for me than anything because I keep taking 2 steps forward and 47 steps back, and I can't even press back face enough to actually make a difference. I so please like, comment, subscribe. This is near the end of my stream. I guess I should have the appropriate thing up there. If you made it this far, be proud of yourself. You'll have to like, comment, and subscribe. You made it this far. You made it this far. Congratulations. And let us know in the comments. Bye. Make some suggestions for what I should play that won't stress me out if you guys like to see me stressed. I mean, why, okay, bye bye. See you next time. I'll be here holding the spot my paper clips if you get that reference.